Man United, South Carolina, 8 hours drive. What could go wrong? Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel, fam. Listen, what a weekend. What a freaking weekend. Before we go any further, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe right down there for brand new. We're getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. So please, as soon as you see the video, drop a like. If you're brand new, hit the subscribe button. Let's go. What can I say? What should I say? How can I say it? Ever since the team we learned that Manchester United was coming to America, I said, listen, I am going to that game one way or the other. One way or the other. I told my wife, I said, yo, I carry Zidane with me, go watch the game in August. She said, no, you're taking me too. So, fortunately or unfortunately, I brought my wife and my daughter with me as well. And honestly, it was a good trip. We had a decent weekend trip, traveled 8 hours down to South Carolina. And I chose South Carolina because it's on the East Coast. The other games is on the West Coast. Can't really pre that right now so far. So it was good though. It was a very good trip. We drove down, stayed a few nights. It was fun. It was very much fun. Ha, ha, ha. What can I say about the Manchester United versus Liverpool game? First of all, I'm gonna say this straight off the bat. The highlight of my day was my son who got up and said something to Scott McTominay in the middle of the game. Now, remember, Scott McTominay had a very free shot, a clear goal. Just him and the keeper. God wasn't even involved at all. And all he had to do was put to either side. He kicked it straight to Collie here, whatever my name, and missed the goal. And I got up and I said, Scott McTominay, you are shit. And my son, who's 5 years old, who's barely learning to talk, he's having difficulty talking. You know, boys grow up a little bit slower than some women, females. He got up out of the blue and said, "Stop, man, coming here, shit." I was like, wow. I mean, he's repeating what I was saying, of course, but still, the entire crowd laughs at me. People in our vicinity heard it, and he was like, yes. And he, gave him a little ding. Yeah, because he was shit. That was a clear goal. From that should have been a clear goal. I don't know what, but let's get into the game. What can I say? It's a whole heap of give or take for me at the moment. One, we knew it was a preseason game, so we knew that results wasn't important. But for me, playing against Liverpool, every result is important. Whether preseason, postseason, no matter what, them to get shot. Every time them to get gunshot. But if you think about it, these are all games. So number one, bring the American fold into playing for whether they're playing for Liverpool or Manchester United. Just bring the fans involved. Get the fans involved. Not a lot of American fans get to see Manchester United play in Manchester. So the fact that they're able to come over here during the summer for 2 weeks, play 3 games, and fans were able to go there and see them play, whether it's paying for something or not, it's very important to me. And that was good because the first time I saw them play was in Texas when they played against Manchester City a couple years ago, and I was happy to see them play. I was happy to see them play on the weekend as well. So I'm not going to lie, it was, to me, a good investment. Cost was important. The cost was high. You see where we were sitting in that field? Yeah, nosebleed, and over $150 weight tickets. Can you imagine much longer? So, it was expensive, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. I would say though, I would like to say at first that a lot of people keep talking on YouTube spaces about Manchester United didn't have any tactics when they were playing last season. You couldn't find how how they were playing. You couldn't determine when they pressed, when they step back. You couldn't determine when Rashford Rasmus press. They didn't have a third presser with them. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see any cohesion between midfield to forward line. We didn't have a midfield at some points in the team because they were just running through our midfield like some weird posts. But that's a different conversation for another day. So I guess I want to see some cohesion with the team, some tactics. I need to see the standard of play, how Eric Ten Hag want his team playing moving forward. And we saw snippets of it. First game of play, second game of play. It wasn't so much so against Arsenal. I don't think so because the team was flustered all over the place. But in this game, you could tell how Manchester United wanted to play. You could see when the first four press, they won the ball more than 4 or 5 occasions. They were winning the ball in Liverpool's defensive third on more than 5 occasions, which is great. You can see when you were playing high up the field, the defense line was steady, they were firm, and you can see Collier and Casemiro firm in the pivot idea in the midfield. It was you could tell from the get go that okay, now we can see what's going on. The first four, when they press together. When they they sat back together. They didn't just one go and the rest of them stay back. Everything was pressed in cohesion. Everything was done in cohesion. And I like that. And to be honest with you, it's a thing in the game, but Manchester United should have been 4 goals clear, right? The goals that Liverpool score was all on breaks. They got got lucky because Collier gave the first goal away. You don't remember? You guys might remember the game, but Collier kicked the ball towards Rasmus, towards Rashford and Amas, but he kicked in to the defender, and the defender kicked back to Salah, and Salah was free on the back, and then play cross boom, them score. So ideally, you don't want to see that, but it's preseason. Collier is very young. He has a whole lot more mistakes to be made. So I definitely think, if we continue where we are, it's going to be a very good season. Not going to be a great season, but a very, very good season. I like the way, as I said, a biggest thing to me is the cohesion with the team. Midfield to attack. Defense, a totally different conversation. That is something we have to start out in the next couple of weeks. But midfield to attack, we need to see that started out, and it definitely did start out. We see the cohesion between midfield and attack when you press and when you're coming back. I like that. Bremo, so like when Bruno, Meno, Shaw, the rest of them come back in the team, I can't wait to see what they have to offer this team because the team looks good, look like a well blended. So let's see. Let us see. But yeah, it was a very, very good trip. Family had a very good time. My son was got to leave at 70 minutes, I think. My wife wanted to leave at 85 minutes. We did eventually leave early, about 87, 88 minutes. We just got up and did because trying to get out, beat traffic and all sorts of stuff. But honestly, it was a very good game. I loved the idea of watching Manchester United playing in England. I can't wait to go there, if possible. God forbid. But thank you guys for watching. This has been the fourth official. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe for brand new. This has made my trip. Manchester United versus Liverpool. It was fun. It was very much fun. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Manaz.